So I just watched the last episode of Sasaki to Pii-chan, and it was such a clusterfuck that I didn't even realize it was the last episode, so I need to get a few of my thoughts out about it. It didn't really start off that bad. It had a traveling isekai premise where the main character could travel between his world and an isekai world, which is a premise we have actually seen done well in other shows. And the gimmick was that he had the strongest wizard from the isekai world reincarnated as a little cute bird, which is fine as a mascot premise. The problem was that in addition to this traveling isekai plot, there was also real-world psychics that had their own psychic organizations that were fighting each other. This is in addition to, in the isekai world, there is also warring noble factions as well. So there is like two parallel fighting organization combat plots going on at the same time, which is, a bit, but the problem also comes in because in the real world, there are also magical girls. So now we've got magical girls, we've got psychics, we've got fighting nobles and traveling merchants with magic powers, and that's certainly quite a bit going on. But in the last episode, there was one other character, not really a homeless girl, but like probably abused neighbor with a yandere character type. In the last episode, a demon king drops into her house and rants about some like angelic abilities or like an ability to fight angels. So now we've got angels, demons, magical girls, psychics, and like magic from the original isekai world. So there's just so much that this show was trying to do all at the same time in a 12-episode series. And in addition, there was also a whole bunch of time shenanigans because the time spent in the isekai world was different than the time spent in the real world, but this time difference was fluctuating. Whatever. This all isn't even the worst part of this show. The worst part is that every single character is a cute girl, and the main character is an old man, which is fine. This is actually just typical light novel fare, but they are all aggressively underage. Like, it makes sense for the neighbor, high school girl, whatever, and the daughter of the noble, as well as even the magical girls, because a second magical girl is introduced in the last episode. Whatever, those make sense. The problem is that the work psychic, the co-worker of the main character, is also a high schooler, which is like, that was very, very unnecessary. So the only non-underage character is Futari Shizuku-san, and look at her. She is the one that looks the most underage, but thankfully she is the best girl.